For the first time, the search is on to find a real couple who can make it as top models.
If we can find a real couple who are gorgeous and in love, they'll make a killing.
But for every Posh and Bex, there's a Katie and Peter. So just looking the part won't be enough.
There's no point investing in a couple who don't have a strong relationship because they're going to break up and leave us high and dry.
I love you.
Over 6 weeks, 8 hot couples will live together in this state-of-the-art Manchester mansion.
Now this is how the other half live, isn't it?
As well as facing a series of modelling challenges,
I can't see your face. God, they're see-through.
their relationships will be put under the microscope.
If the house was on fire, what would your partner grab to rescue? Clothes.
My straightness.
They might have modelled before, but never as a couple. And that means there'll be slip-ups.
Have we done both of them?
Tantrums.
I'll stare at you in the face and I will tell you to shut up.
And embarrassing challenges ahead.
I'm putting this up down there.
Some might need a little bit more than others.
As they battle it out to impress the judges and avoid being eliminated from the competition.
I'm not looking for 2 separate models, I'm looking for a couple.
It's all about making sure that the couple that we choose have got a relationship that's going to stand the test of time.
The prize for the winning pair is a contract with a top modelling agency.
You've got it in the bag, you know what I mean?
They all think they're drop-dead gorgeous.
I think I'm genetically blessed. We are 100% awesome.
I was voted the top 10 best-looking South Asian male.
But how will their relationships cope under pressure?
This show is 50% about relationship.
Yeah, and 50% about models.
This is Hot Like Us.
When you whisper, somebody will be listening.
Six pairs remain in the hunt for a hot couple worthy of a joint modelling contract. Last time, the wannabes were given a taste of life as a model couple when they posed for a holiday brochure on a freezing cold Blackpool beach.
Perfect.
Stuart's got padding on.
But Mon and Rashna didn't get off to a great start with the photographer when they turned up late.
Mon, I heard that it was your fault that we were late. It's totally unprofessional.
And when it came to the shoot, everyone else felt the wrath of Nikki Johnston.
Don't you two smile?
Nice. That's lovely.
Got us down to the beach, darling. What the hell are you looking at me for?
With Tyrone and Selena receiving the brunt of his criticism.
So miserable. I don't want to go on this package holiday.
At the casting studio, it was a close call, but in the end, the married couple got the chop.
The couple who are going home is Mun and Rashna.
That's it. I'm not going to do this anymore. I don't want it anymore.
6 couples remain in the competition. Fiery Chanel and Damien.
Whether he likes it or not, he's stuck with me now.
Whether I like it or not.
Chloe and bodybuilder Leroy.
When it comes to my body, I'll be honest, enough is never enough.
Jay and glamour model Becky.
In 10 years' time, I'd like big boobs, a small little waist, and a little family.
Super vain Stuart and Helen.
With my genetics and Helen's genetics, our kid's going to take over the world.
Uber confident Tyrone and Selena.
Asking us if we're going to win the show is like asking a cow, does he serve milk?
And Aussie ballroom dancers Alison and Vaughan.
I have a hot body, I work hard for it, and I'm proud of it.
I absolutely agree.
This week is all about seduction as the judges turn up the volume with a music video challenge.
Everyone thinks it's a glamorous life, and 9 times out of 10 it's not.
We don't seem to understand. We lose the artist in about 2 minutes.
This task will test their ability to be fiery and flirty.
Giving him the ass.
Working it.
But can they turn on the heat for each other's partners?
Who wants this part? Who wants it?
And in the relationship challenge, the pairs will relive the first moment they fell for each other.
So we got out the bread, we got out the salad to make our chicken sandwiches, and he bloody forgot the chicken.
The eliminations yesterday was very intense, very uncomfortable.
Mon was such a lovely guy, but at some point, everyone's gonna go.
The couples are halfway through the competition, and with Mun and Rashna gone, the pressure is mounting on the remaining pairs.
It could be very volatile for some people, because some people, when they're together for a long period of time, absolutely clash like titans.
But there's no time for reflection, because their mentor, Jonathan Pang, is on his way to reveal what the judges have set for the next modelling challenge. As an agent, Jonathan's helped the biggest names in the industry achieve stardom.
You can't fake the real things. If we can pull this off and find a real couple that are gorgeous and in love, they are going to make a killing. If you guys want to make it as commercial models, you have to be prepared for everything, for every eventuality. You're not always going to be booked just for a still shoot. So our next challenge is going to be a pop promo.
Is that going to be like an artist or who's?
Yes, there certainly is. It's Lethal Bissell.
Yeah!
For those of you who aren't familiar with Lethal Bissell, shall we have a look at one of his old videos? But you are going to be appearing in his new promo.
Mobo-winning grime artist Lethal Bissell has been a big hit in the UK hip-hop scene for nearly a decade. His is a world of scantily clad girls, money and bling. Best of luck to our ballroom dancers, Vaughan and Alison.
Everyone seems to be quite familiar with that genre of music. Are you? Is this slightly out of your comfort zone?
Dancing is music made visible. That's all it is. So it doesn't matter what music, you've got to feel it, and it's got to come through. It's not about the lines and stuff you create. That's not it. So I'm looking forward to it.
Now, what about you, Stuart? Are you a good dancer? Is it something that phases you?
This couldn't have got any harder. If I could think of the hardest possible thing to have done this a bit.
Oh, yippee.
Well, guys, just absolutely smash it. Do our thing. Have the best fun. Just do it.
Whether they're happy or not, the couples need to get their leg warmers on because they've got an appointment with a choreographer.
They want me to go butt naked and do the worm. I'm willing to do it, you know what I mean?
To be like star in his video, potentially, it's just so good.
If you want a model and you want to be professional, if you get a job that's worth a load of money to dance in a video, gotta pull that out the bag.
For Tyrone and Selena, starring in a music video is a dream come true.
I myself have been working in a bar since I was 18, so I'm constantly around music.
The only time like you really see her actually lose herself is on the dance floor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Woo!
And all-round good guy Vaughan is eager to prove to the others that he's bad enough to star in the video.
All the years in a nightclub, finally going to hopefully pay off.
Many years of wild nights. Good fun.
Honey, no, you're not a wild boy. What are you talking about?
Not anymore.
We're practicing Christians. We go to church.
We want to think we make being Christian cool.
Since the start of the competition, the Australian ballroom dancers have been on a mission to prove they're not as conservative as everyone thinks. But the judges haven't been convinced.
You're dressed appropriately to go to a wedding in the 80s. You're not model material.
This is the culprit of yesterday's elimination open.
And so Vaughan took it upon himself to reinvent his image. This week's Urban Music Challenge is the perfect opportunity for the Aussies to prove their doubters wrong.
When Vaughan changed, everyone came up to us and goes, "Are you for real? Is this who you really are? I think you're joking or lying or something."
Most people put you in a certain spot and then don't really expect you to break out of that. And what's happened from the first week we've been here till now is that we've actually grown a lot.
It's time to dance!
The pairs are on their way to meet video director Andy Soup.
Right, okay, we're gonna go for another take, please.
A man who's worked with the Scissor Sisters, Basement Jacks and the Streets. He will decide who will play a major part in the video and who will be in the background.
This is Andy, your director.
You know, if you are a model or an actor and you want to come through, music videos are really good because it's like a commercial test, you know? You really do want to try and get your face in the camera as much as possible. If it's not working, I have no qualms about putting you out. So you need to concentrate, really put in your best. Has anybody seen that film, Dusk Till Dawn? Yeah? Wicked film. What we're going to do is a UK version of that where Bizzle's out with his mates on the town, goes into a lap dancing bar, and then there's a twist, basically, where they get locked in, and all the girls and everybody who works in there is vampires, and they come attacking them. Yeah, so...
First, it's a simple warm-up. The six couples will spend the next few hours fighting over the three major parts in the promo.
We both dance, different couples both dance. But, total different thing, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
One of the guys will be Lethal Bizzle's best mate. One of the girls will be a vampire lap dancer. And one lucky boy will be her unsuspecting victim.
Everybody wants it. If I'm featured, I'll be absolutely buzzing.
Anyone not picked for a starring role will be relegated to the background.
Because there are only a certain amount of good roles to be had, they've got to then really prove to the director that they should be the ones in front of the camera.
OK, so let's have a go at that.
First of all, Andy's attention is on the boys as they try out for the key part as Lethal Bizzle's best mate.
Does anybody have sort of special skills, like athletic or acrobatic or...
I do professional wrestling and acting.
Yeah,
like
do you?
stunts and acting.
Do you do stunts, do you? OK, cool. Wicked. Yeah, you've got vampires coming to kill you, and one of you needs to fall. I don't want to be responsible for someone breaking their kneecap or something, so don't be stupid.
This role is all about throwing yourself on the floor and screaming.
Yeah, man. Very good.
And some are better at it than others.
Whoa, shit. Have we done both of them holes?
These guns, man, that's what it is.
Right, vampire face. You're undead, right? I want to give you a real scary, twisted up face, yeah? And get to position 1, and action. Give me a gnarly, scary vampire face. OK, this is what Satan looks like, and this is his gnarly, scary face. Fuck you now. Is that it? Scary face looking around, you're smelling blood. Yeah? OK. You're gonna kill him? Yeah, there you go, that's what I'm talking about. It's not a pantomime, you know what I mean?
Less is more.
Who do you think was one of the best ones?
You look quite good, actually. I was seeing you, like, pretending to be scared.
Come on, guys.
That was really good.
A 7, a 8. We walk 1, hip 2, 3. Hip
Whilst the boys are working, the girls are with the choreographer, preparing for the lap dancing role.
2, 4, whatever way you want.
For Selena and Tyrone, this is a rare opportunity for the insular couple to mix with the rest of the group.
In the house, it's very two-sided. You're either on that side or you're on this side, you know what I mean? But here at the dance studio, everyone's working together, you know. Okay. So it's kind of good.
Tyrone is the competition's self-proclaimed Mr. Charisma.
I'm so charming, I think I could sell a man his own briefcase. And I'm so cocky, I think I could sell a man his own moustache.
But since the couple arrived, they prefer the privacy of their own room, while the rest of the group have chosen to share.
If we didn't get our own room, I'd be very upset.
The couple have a hard exterior and don't make friends easily, especially because Selena has fallen out with her family for dating Tyrone.
It's kind of like the Romeo and Juliet story, do you know what I mean? But if you're genuinely in love, you stick at it.
Since they arrived in the house, they've seized the opportunity to tell the world about their relationship.
Can't you accept who I am for me? Because we are in love, so let us be.
But recently, things haven't been going so well.
Don't you two fucking smile! Fuck's sake, can I see teeth?
Despite their obvious connection, they struggled in the last photo shoot.
I don't know if you can smile. You look like you don't want to be here. It's just like it's all so miserable.
And while most of the group have formed friendships, the couple have preferred their own company.
There's no point in me giving props to anybody else. I might as well give all the props to ourselves, you know what I mean?
Guys, let's have a look.
I see next time already, look.
OK.
But they're going to have to put on a show for everyone if they want to win key roles in the music video.
Gorgeous.
Which is especially difficult, as Selena is Muslim.
Her background, where she's coming from, it's more pressure for her than any other person.
Because of mine!
If I do get, like, the main role and I have to dance, obviously, with other guys, it's going to definitely be really hard for me, but it's a sacrifice that I am willing to make.
This is a resounding sound of happiness. OK, darling, are we ready?
Next to audition is another couple who might struggle to be sexy.
Oh, look. Oh, you've done this before.
And I know it.
Born-again Christians Vaughn and Alison don't believe in sex before marriage.
Sexy and I know it.
There's definitely another level once you get intimate that you can bring to the table. And because we don't know each other that way, it can be quite difficult. She did a great job. I mean, that worked for me, believe that. I was like, how am I going to stand up?
I'm sexy and I know it.
I'm looking forward to getting married.
Focus on him, don't think about the mirror.
As the other hot couples try out for the parts, it's clear that some of the girls are naturals.
Oh, nice.
Very good.
Like glamour model Becky.
Right, let's go for the bite.
And 19-year-old Chanel.
Wicked. OK, let's go for the bite.
If only the same could be said for her boyfriend Damien's acting skills. These two have had a stormy relationship since the tender age of 13.
Definitely say our relationship is edgy.
And no matter how much they disagree, it's Chanel that usually wins.
I'm kind of the one who heads Charles in the relationship. Okay, so if I do it, you just work around me.
Guys, remember you're a team. Is that both of you?
If they want the 12-month contract, they'll need to prove that as models, they can be equals.
You need to man up and step forward and say, I'm in this shot as well, and you need to work as a part of a team. I'm not looking for two separate models, I'm looking for a couple.
Nice, good.
But at the dance studio, the choreographer isn't convinced they've listened to the judge's advice.
She picked up everything immediately. However, Damien struggled a bit and there wasn't much kind of communication between the two. She didn't help him. She's just very focused on, I have to get this right. She's not sharing the love.
Very good, very good.
Andy has seen all the couples dance, but the pair he chooses don't have to be boyfriend and girlfriend. And so he wants to have a look at some other options.
Chanel and Becky, right? And then Jay and Damien. I want to see you switch partners and see how you handle that, okay? Becky, do the same thing with Damien, the whole dance. The whole thing, yeah, please. It is distracting, you know, like, if you think about, like, you know, Hollywood couples and they have to go and be having sex with other people on screen, you know, and then come back to the wife, and you know what I mean? Nightmare.
Is glamour girl Becky professional enough to turn it on for someone else? If she wants the part, she'll have to be.
That's nice. Soft, yeah, see with the face is softer, like a bit Bridget Bardot sort of vibes. Wicked. You can't believe your luck because she's about to sit on your lap. Whoa. Yeah, mate. And then actually bite him. Very good. OK, now. Right, well done, mate. Chanel, darling, do you want to jump in?
Now, Chanel must better Becky's steamy performance with Jay. Her boyfriend Damien might be advised to look away now.
Very good. Yeah, I'm believing that.
He's giving him the ass.
Working there. OK, go for the bite. Don't know what you're doing, mate. I know what he's doing. I know what he's doing. There's some Kleenex on set, please.
The casting session is over. Andy and his choreographer have seen enough.
I would love to do some of the acting. Love to, you know what I mean?
I don't want to blow our own trumpet, but we're doing good.
She has to lap dance with a guy. She has to lap dance with a guy.
Anyone who doesn't land a main part will be a background artist. Anything from a member of the band to a backing dancer.
We've been having a chat about how we thought you did, and we all think you did really, really well. So, Helen, I've got you as one of the sort of go-go girls as you come in. Chloe, that's what I've got earmarked for you as well, darling. Selena, I've got you as another podium dancer. I think you'll be wicked doing that. Stuart, mate, I've got you as drummer, right, so quite dark, moody. Tyrone, you were like doing some weird shit down here. I thought that's really good. So that's you. Vaughan and Alison, you are a zombie vampire couple. You'll be background, but then you're going to be a big part of it with the reveal that, shit, this whole place is it's a trap, you know?
The minor parts have been dished out, but who was impressed enough to be in the spotlight?
Leroy, I want you as Bizzle's best mate. The role that we're going for now is who would be the featured couple that's having the lap dance, they're doing the seducing thing. Controversial. Right, what I'm going to go for is Chanel with Jay as a featured couple. It was such a close one between you two, but Chanel, somehow you stole it. So, well done. Yeah? Okay. The reason that Chanel got it where Becky didn't is probably more to do with her facial expression. And how I felt she was taking direction.
If she went to a modelling job and she had to do a lingerie shoot with another guy, it'd be exactly the same situation. Obviously, I'd rather it be me. Obviously, that's without saying.
Damien may not be starring with Chanel, but at least one of them has a major role.
I'm very shocked. Very, very shocked. And
Tyrone and Selena have both been handed background parts. And to top it all, Selena is worried about what she'll have to wear in the video.
I've never worn these kind of things before in my life. It's been a hard day for me today because first I had to do the dance. That was so out of my comfort zone, but I just blocked it all out. And now it's like, this is worse than the underwear shoot.
The underwear, you know?
I had to do, yeah.
I just feel like this is going to be the ultimate test for us.
Boom, 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 and then
Back at the house, all the couples have some serious rehearsing to do.
I might be too strung out on compliments, overdose on confidence.
Any challenge we've done thus far, this is our challenge. For the sense of Chloe can dance, you got a bit of acting to play up to, as well as do like a stunt for. I was like, hey, Mr. Wrestler and actor in the house.
But there's one pair missing from the group practice. As usual, Tyrone and Selena are keeping themselves to themselves.
Everyone does have different issues, and sometimes you see it and you think it's kind of strange to you because you don't have the same issues.
We did that lingerie shoot.
We
For
thought
the
that would
first
be the
challenge,
worst thing.
we thought that would have been the worst thing, but then we hit another wall.
The 6 couples have undergone a merciless casting session. And have now been awarded roles in Lethal Bizzle's next music video.
It's Lethal Bizzle.
And while some are out of their comfort zone, it's time to dance. Others are beginning to shine.
Wicked.
Whether they're a featured role or in the background, the hot couples will have to work hard on set to make sure that they survive the next casting decision.
I could find good reason to throw 4 couples out this week.
It's like, we'll go hard or go home. And I don't want to go home.
But it's not enough to shine at tomorrow's shoot. The judges will only give the modelling contract to a pair who are going to stay together. Enter relationship judge Emma Kenny.
I'm a therapist who specialises in relationships. I'm not here to judge the couples on what they look like. I'm here to assess the strength of the bond that they have between them. For a couple to have any chance of winning this competition, I need to know that they're going to be together for at least 12 months. But what I'm hoping to find is a couple that are going to be together in 12 years. I'm kind of interested to know how everyone's feeling. How's the day been? Awesome. Amazing.
100%.
Has anyone kind of surprised themselves?
Yeah.
This week is all about seduction, and Emma's keen to explore the moment the hot couples fell in love with each other.
Boys are going to take a black box each. Girls are going to take a silver box. I want you to think about the moment that you looked at your partner, where you suddenly go from, oh, this is all right, to, I really want that person. You know, you feel seduced by that moment. I want you to go away and just write a few words, and then we're going to come back. I want them to be able to read it, and does it trigger?
To succeed in this challenge, the couples must prove to Emma that the initial spark hasn't faded in their relationships by conjuring up the memory of that first special moment.
Yeah, I know mine straight away, just comes straight to me, so yeah, it's quite easy really.
When it happened, I got that feeling of, oh my God, I really want that boy. Yeah, I did as well. It was really weird.
It's really nice because I want to know whether he actually remembers things as well as much as I do. So.
She didn't even look at me, she just put her hand around my neck, like she was facing that way, I come up behind her, and there on in. Boom.
It's about, does the partner remember the same thing? Does it evoke that memory?
Maybe didn't want to be together at a certain time, so I don't think ours would be the same at all.
Everyone seems to have some basis of a relationship. How strong it is, though, that's the key. I mean, that's why Embassy is to find out the strength of it.
I'd really like you to swap boxes with your partner.
At Christmas.
Who wants to start?
Here you go.
Me. So I've got Black 206.
Oh.
Our first kiss.
Was that for memory?
It wasn't even just the first kiss, but it was, we went through quite a bit to get to our relationship because we were best friends, and it was quite, you know when you don't know if you should be making that jump, so we did a few things, and we got out of the car, and I was thinking, we're getting up, and I just grabbed his hand and he came back in, and then I just kissed him, and then he skipped off out the car.
Got to the point where, do you know what, this is it now, this is the girl I want to spend the rest of my life with, so why not tell her?
I have H2O.
H2O water?
It's cryptic.
I get it! Is it liquid? It's a clubbing coaster.
Forgot the chicken.
That's all I did to say, I think.
Easter holidays, that's not cryptic at all.
Do or die.
It's a bit cryptic.
Ooh, do or die.
For me, there wasn't one particular moment where I was like, right, I want to be with you. It's been all along. And God, I'm going to cry. It's like we have to do everything or just not be together, if that makes sense.
There's been a lot between me and Damo, and it was when I really realised that I loved him. We just start dancing, and it was like we were in the club by ourselves.
So we got out the bread, we got out the salad to make our chicken sandwiches, and he bloody forgot the chicken. He was so sad. He kid you not, cried because he's like, I forgot the chicken. I ruined my romantic picnic. If he hadn't have like texted you that message,
I know.
you might not have
Come.
Yeah.
I know that we just belong together.
It's just sort of nice to be with someone that doesn't judge you too much on the fact that you've got money or you don't.
With such an emotional display, judging the challenge is going to be tough for Emma.
It's not going to be a case of who deserves to go. For me, it's going to be a case of who out of a group of really deserving couples deserves this less than the others.
21, which is my house number for my house. And obviously, we live together.
We got it hard, bro. Just telling you, seriously. When my dad died, I was trying to look for her, yeah? When my dad died, I was trying to look for her in the house. I went into my dad's room and she kissed my dad on the forehead. And I thought, yo, that's the girl for me, man. That's the girl for me. Got all the girls I've been with been using me, bro. You get me? Using me. I know they didn't want me for me, you understand?
It feels like for you guys, this experience is shifting you in a lot of different emotional ways. Tyrone and Celine. It's just furthered my understanding of why they are kind of quite closed sometimes, because I think they had to spend so much time just relying on each other that even beginning to believe that the world will accept them and they can rely on others has felt something that's been kind of far out of reach for them. And I just think they're having like moment after a moment of emotional discovery. Honestly, this week, to me, Jodie's going to have to be making a decision, because I don't know.
Here we go.
Over the left. Huh? Hey.
It's midnight in a Mexican whorehouse, not 6 o'clock in the morning in the basement in Manchester.
The music video shoot has begun. And as the wannabes go straight into hair and makeup, modelling judge Jodie Furlong is already watching their every move.
Everyone thinks it's a glamorous life, and 9 times out of 10 it's not. 9 times out of 10 it's quite gruelling. So I don't want to hear any complaining, any moaning. I want people to have smiles on their face at all times. For me, it's all about the looks. I couldn't care less about the relationship. All I'm bothered about is whether they can cuss it as models.
OK, so position 1s, please. Right, so
First to be called on set are Chanel and Jay, who have been chosen to star in the coveted lap dancing scene.
let's keep it fairly simple.
I'm the one that's obviously going to get seduced and then turn into a vampire, so it's going to be easy just to imagine Becky, because that's what I'm used to, you know. She's done that sort of routine for me many a time, so yeah, we can just put that in my mind, you know, we should be fine.
Roll playback.
Good luck, babe.
Good luck, Jay.
And guys, in your own time, action. Remember, you're quite boisterous, Larry. You're being Larry, a bit of a geezer.
Wind your boobies in his face a little bit.
You're just completely owning. Take your time. Wicked. Cold bitch. Down the lens, don't look at him, look at
Wow, we've got sexy Chanel back, which is absolutely fine because it's completely appropriate for this video. She looks absolutely amazing.
Another one of those.
You're definitely ticking a hot box right now. Chanel is being an absolute knockout. Boombastic. Baby got pop. I don't really know what that means, but she's got it.
Wish you were Jay. Of course I wish I was Jay. Don't you wish you were Jay? They just both did amazing, so I'm really happy. I'm really happy.
Chanel and Jay may have been a hit in their featured roles, but now the star of the show has arrived.
Yeah.
It's Lethal Bizzle.
What's happening, Hello, you good? Hello, everyone.
I think it's amazing how much presence this guy's got.
Yeah,
Everyone's in the room and everyone's like, wow.
Definitely now that you've got the artist in the building, we've got to bring our A game. There's no other way about it, you know. It's like we'll go hard or go home, and I don't want to go home.
Wicked.
Now that the hip-hop star has arrived, ballroom dancer Vaughn wastes no time in collaring the gangster rapper.
Me and my girl, who is smoking hot, we've got this scene. She's actually, I think, just doing something else at the moment, but I'll introduce you later.
Yeah, definitely.
But urban dancing, that sort of thing's real different to what I'm used to, you know?
Of course, it's interesting.
Yeah.
You look a bit flexible, you can pop some. So, you know what I mean? I'm sure it'd be cool, man.
Yeah.
But rather than get to know his new friend...
Have a good night, all day. Enjoy the shoot.
It's gonna be a long ass day, boy.
Midnight.
Let's do it.
It seems Mr. Bizzle would prefer to meet the female members of the cast.
Boy, there's a couple girls in there, you know, cause there's a few chicks in there, like, boy, I'm trying to be in my best behavior. Do you need help with that? I can help you still. I can help you out if you want.
Can we get Bizzle on set?
It's time for the rap star's main performance, and a key moment for the girls who were given roles as backing dancers.
Girls, break your leg. Can I have playback, please? Loud, loud, loud.
For a model, there's nothing worse than going unnoticed at a shoot, and glamour girl Becky has been lucky enough to bag a place at the front of the shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
But with no one in front of her, she's struggling to stay in time with the others.
That was a right royal mess, to be fair. I wouldn't give this job to any of these girls. It just looked to me like they were flailing about. Becky spent the whole time looking behind her, what everyone else was doing, and she's been put at the front. If you're doing it all wrong, do it with confidence so everyone else thinks they're doing it wrong.
At the moment, you were here. Chloe was there and you were here.
Okay.
The whole time.
But Becky's had her chance to get it right. In this business, time is money. So she's sent to the back to be replaced by Chloe.
Position. You're going to go at the front, you're going to swap places. Yeah.
This is my perfect challenge, but I need to kind of just keep it together and give it my all and everything. So this is a good challenge.
She was originally placed at the back, and I was like, no, she's better than that. And I'm glad they realised that because she moved up and up and up, and now she's right at the very front, so really happy with that one.
Very good. It's another top one in the can.
As the crew set up the next scene, the group relaxed together. All apart from Tyrone and Selena, who, since they failed to win key roles in the video, are becoming more and more distant from the others.
Because we share our own room, it's like we're more focused on ourselves more than interacting, because that puts you off. I haven't really come to make any friends. If they're showing me that they're uncomfortable around me, I must be doing a tweak of something good.
But unfortunately for Tyrone, the next scene will require the couples to pull together, because they're all in it. If one of them lets the side down, it will waste everyone's precious time. In this scene, Leroy will star as Lethal Bizzle's best mate. Selena and the girls will be pole dancers. Stuart and Tyrone are playing in the band. And Vaughn and Alison are an undead version of themselves.
This is what we do. Wait, dance. That seems to be how it works.
Right, okay, are we ready for a take?
A little bit of pressure's always good. Brings out the best in you. Either makes you crumble or makes you amazing. Make me amazing, hopefully. I hope.
And action, guys.
Everything is running smoothly, but there's no room for error.
We're really running out of time now. There's still a lot to film, so the pressure's really on the models. They've got to perform like almost like one take.
Mate, we don't have time. You don't seem to understand. We lose the artist in about 2 minutes.
And with one last shot to get.
We need you on set. Yeah? Quickly, put your clothes back on. Get them back on set, please.
Damn.
Tyrone and Selena have already changed out of their costumes.
I thought I was done with my scene. Because I thought they were done, yeah, but obviously didn't mean. Yeah, I've got my clothes.
The guy said that he wants a wide shot, so I've just slipped back on my trainers. She's going to put back on the corset and we're going to run back and do the wide shot.
Celine got changed because she thought we'd finished with her because we finished shooting her close-up. I needed for the wide, so now we're sat here waiting for her to get changed back into her costume. So this is costing money.
We're ready.
We won't have time to coordinate, so just dance and we'll film. Cool. Right, okay, guys, so seconds away, tick, tick, keep going, okay, and now action in your own time.
A costly 5 minutes later, they're back on set. Lethal Bizzle's final scene is in the can.
Do you know what? I think we actually...
But before the rap star leaves, Judge Jody wants to hear his thoughts on their performances.
The girls have been, you know, well behaved, conducting themselves properly. You know, Selena, I think she was one of the ones that struggled a little bit with the routines, and you can tell she was a bit uncomfortable. And you know, a few times she messed up and stuff.
And who stood out for you?
The short girl with the dark hair, Chloe. Yeah, she was really, really good. You can tell she's got a passion for dancing, man.
Yeah. And there's some people here today who I think just fit in exactly in your video. Chanel, for one.
Yeah.
She looks like she's born to be in a hip hop video.
Yeah, she definitely could get a lead role in one of my videos.
Cool. And what about on the boys' side?
I was speaking to one of them, the ballroom dancer guy. Yeah, he's really cool. It's very interesting for both of us, because obviously he's never ever done anything like this. You don't know till you try, man. You know what I mean? So.
And everyone's trying today.
No, everyone. That's one thing I'm really happy with. My thing is, it's just people wanting to learn, you know, and give it their all.
With the hip-hop star on his way back to London, the couples have one final scene to shoot. Leroy's featured stunt, in which he's to be chased by the entire cast.
2, 1, action! Zombies out! Zombies come!
That's everyone except Tyrone and Selena, who, after their earlier mistake, are feeling a little paranoid about what the others could be saying.
What does it mean to you? I haven't really come in this competition with my partner to make any friends. To tell you the truth, I do feel sometimes that we get kind of like picked on, in the sense that everybody will be whispering, you know, because there's 3 couples that share a room together and they'll be all laughing and giggling.
Zombies, get him!
When you whisper, somebody will be listening.
That is a
Bit bloody, bit sweaty, dirty. Yeah, good times.
Well done.
Within moments of the shoot finishing, all the other couples can think about is tomorrow's casting decision.
If I was in the bottom 3, I definitely wouldn't want to be in the bottom 3 with Demi and Chanel. I think, not gonna lie, she stole the show today. And also Leroy and Chloe. They're both really good at what they do. I think they're really gonna nail this task.
It's a wrap.
They just disappeared. They didn't say anything, just walked off. I think they went in the toilet apparently for 45 minutes.
Back at the house, the whereabouts of Tyrone and Selena is the cause of much debate.
I'll be honest, because everyone else was doing a really good job anyway, everyone else like done really well, so you didn't really notice. But then at the same time, I was like, actually, at the end, there wasn't there, was it?
And finally, at 1 a.m, they've returned.
Why is everyone acting all weird?
The loners of the group are convinced that the house has turned against them and want to have it out with the rest of the couples.
Got some things to say. I think honesty is the best policy. You see, when we first got here, felt like, wow, everyone's got style, everyone's good looking, everyone's wearing to go. But to tell you the truth, you can't talk behind someone's back and then at the next breath, talk to their face. You can't do that.
I'm confused, I'll be honest with you.
I'm so confused.
This is what I'm trying to say, why I thought...
If I get attacked for no reason, we haven't attacked you. And you're saying no.
No, but I thought you liked me, you know. I'm to be honest. I thought you liked me, but it seems like...
I don't have dislike for anyone in the house, like...
I would rather everybody be more honest, to tell you the truth.
We tried to be friendly with you the other day, and you didn't even have it.
Oh my gosh, you was chatting away, so obviously
No,
he was being fake.
You are not going to talk to me like that. You can shove that whole thing up your backside.
No.
No, seriously, you cannot disrespect me like that and tell me fake, because I'm not fake, so you can just go get stuff.
Where does this all come from, though, bro? Well, I've been speaking to you all bloody week. What the hell is this shit? You're chatting an absolute load of rubbish right now. Let me just say one thing, yeah? Where were you in the last scene? The last one? You do realise, for the rest of your days on this earth, you might have thrown away the best opportunity potentially you two could have ever got.
Tyrone and Selena retire to their room once again.
Tell you the truth, I feel like I've completed what I came in here for. If I want to model, I want to just go straight into modelling. I don't need to run crazy tasks.
If my partner's not happy here, then I'm not going to be happy here, and if that means I have to get modelling, I have to do modelling in a different way or take a different path, then I'll do that.
They haven't come down yet. They haven't had any breakfast, so...
As the hopeful models prepare for the casting decision, across Manchester, Tyrone and Selena have arranged a meeting with relationship judge Emma.
Hi, guys. How's it going? I heard things have been going on.
They've decided to leave the competition.
Oh, talk me through.
We come in here with high expectations, you know. That's what I think it was. Too much of high expectations. So when we're actually realising that the things that we're doing is not what we want to do. I don't want to be in a grime video because, nah, I don't listen to grime. I don't want to be in a grime video. I don't know.
And that's the thing, like, I can stay here and be happy and enjoy everything that we're doing still, but he won't be happy.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna work. Yeah, we need to be on the same wavelength.
I'm really, really sad both of you are going because I think your story was so strong and I think you shared so much with us and you're really going to be missed.
Unaware of the morning's events, the other couples are on their way to the casting studio. After the shock departure of Tyrone and Selena, just 5 couples remain in the fight to win a modelling contract with a top modelling agency. With the obvious candidates for the job out of the running, nobody is safe.
So Tyrone and Selena, although I'm sad to see them leave, and I'm sad that under the circumstances in which they left, because for me they were a very strong couple, but from an industry perspective, you can't walk off set.
We need you on set.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I thought I was done with my scene.
Oh, this is costing money.
You're paid to stay there and do a job, and it might get tiring, and it might get monotonous, and you might have been ignored for hours. It doesn't matter, you stick it out to the end. So, this week was all about seduction.
In the relationship challenge, the couples relived the moments they first got together.
I just thought, oh, I really want this guy.
It's like we have to do everything or just not be together.
You might not have, like...
Come.
Yeah.
But they all performed so well, Emma was unable to make a judgment.
Jodie's going to have to be making a decision, because I don't know.
So this week, their performance in the modelling challenge will decide their fate.
Your challenge was to make a music video with Lethal Bizzle.
Let's have a look at the video.
She got me gassed up, car crash, never saw it coming. How I got here, fam, I don't remember. Now she going that shoulder that I used to lend her. And now I'm calling her phone, now it's ringing out. It's kind of funny how the situation's panning out.
The most important person is the editor, because they can cut you out if they don't like you. You could be shooting all day and you don't get featured, which I think happened to some of you. Some of you film quite a lot and it gets down to that.
One couple who featured heavily in the video are stuntman Leroy and Chloe, who was promoted to lead dancer.
So, Leroy and Chloe, how did the challenge go for you?
The challenge as a whole was just a really good experience, you know, and it taught me a lot, actually, about the side of Chloe that I didn't quite know was there.
That you're quite liking?
Hey, that's it.
And Chloe, in the video, I know you were the person everyone was talking about. Bizzle said to me you were the standout person of the whole thing. He said you really went for it, you looked great on set. So I've got nothing but positive to say about both of you on the video yesterday. So, Stuart and Helen.
Neither Stuart nor Helen were given decent parts in the video. Will Jodie be as positive about their performance?
What was interesting for me is I'm the casting director usually, so I pick who I'm going to call into a casting. I had nothing to do with any of that. So it was interesting to see what roles you've been allocated and whether I would have done the same route. With you two, I wouldn't have called you into a casting in the first place. However hot you looked, it didn't fit, so, yeah.
Another couple who failed to land major roles were Australian ballroom dancers Vaughan and Alison.
What I've been saying to Stuart and Helen about you wouldn't have got near the casting, it goes doubly for you. It felt like they'd made up something for you to do in the video. That challenge doesn't suit you.
Yeah, sure. But I still think we brought it. I mean, we did very good hip-hop, you know.
I think looking at myself, I don't really fit the bill, but that's okay.
So, Damien and Chanel.
Chanel was picked for the role as lead lap dancer, but did she do enough to make up for the fact that her boyfriend found himself as a background artist?
And it doesn't surprise me that you weren't cast together. You were kind of going separate ways for separate things.
I think especially Chanel, you nailed it. I mean, it was perfect for you. You were made for that job.
It was such a new experience, though, like dancing on a table in stilettos and kicking Jay.
That was a big experience for me, because obviously I've never come into a situation where I've had her dancing like that to another man.
Another to outshine their other half was Jay, who was on the receiving end of the lap dance, while girlfriend Becky found herself replaced as lead backing dancer.
Just looking at the edit, it looks to me like you did such a good job that actually gave you extra scenes. Definitely, they've edited it so you're in it more. You've surprised me, to be honest. I didn't see that coming.
I didn't realise it was going to be an acting role, because, again, that's something I really wanted to have a go at. And given the opportunity, I was just loving it.
Yeah, it was amazing.
One thing I will say, you look great together, but you don't look like a couple in modelling terms. I wouldn't book you on the same job as a couple, because you need for you two to look united, and you've got quite a preppy look, and you're quite pale. And Becky, I'd like to see you literally with no makeup.
We've got a lot to think about.
To be honest, I could find good reason to throw 4 couples out this week. So Tyrone and Selena have done you lot a massive favour this week. Because they decided to quit, there's no elimination. So congratulations, guys, you are the final 5.
You've all made it halfway, so you are that much closer to walking away with the prize.
But what that means is the competition really starts now. But I know all of you can up your game, and I'm expecting to see a lot more.
Congratulations, you're all still here. Well done.
Amazing.
It's a bit real now, though, isn't it?
It's all there for the taking. If you want it, you've got to just go and fight for it and get it yourself.